We'll get into all the nitty-gritty with the rules when we get there. But up first, we have our first matchup of the day. Loading into match right now. Our first matchup is Clash at Blackcliff. We return to the scene of the crime, and we're going to start off by returning to the scene of the crime, of course. Clash at Blackcliff is a pretty well-mixed map. Of course, you have man-made structures, you have environmental structures, which will be mountains. Petrie knows mountains. I know mountains.
Hey,
We
hey,
all know
hey.
mountains. Uh,
So rude.
well, you do know mountains.
Yeah, yeah, we're very good friends,
I've
Teams and
noticed.
I know them all well. Um, yeah.
That's okay. We all know mountains from time to time. It's all good. As we go into our ship callouts here, ship number one is a GFA Flying Flounder, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. We have a Merc Mobula with double Artemai on the bottom, got a Gat and a Flak on the wings. Ship number two is Lore's Thought Slayer, piloted by Captain Koek. We have a Lumber Caro Judgment. We have a double Artemai on the front. We have a Harpoon on the back. Ship number three is the Reborn. It is piloted by Sunstrom. It is a Merc Mobula with double Artemai on the bottom, Gatling, and a Hades on the wings. Ship number four is the Big Borner. It is piloted by Solidus Bucket. We have a, is this a triple art? No, it's a Meta Junker. Double art with a Hades on one side. You've got Gatling Mortar on the other. Surprising to see the Mortar in play by that Junker. However,
Usually
they
it's a flak.
usually it's a Flak or a Banshee or something along those lines. They're definitely going Mortar this time. Surprised to see a Mortar against, say, a Mobula, unless they are planning on being very close range, especially on this matchup. I don't know if they're going to see much of that that Gap Mortar side in this matchup, especially going up against a team that's running Lumber. And is that a Hellhound? That is a Hellhound, Carronade, yes. That Lumber will definitely get a lot of action, though. And let's see who's going to be on that Lumber. It will be Wolf One. They will have their Gunner on the Lumber, it looks like. So they've got
Interesting
Gunner
choice.
upstairs. A very interesting choice. They've got Gunner upstairs, which means the Gunner is going to have to take care of the side engines. Of course, if you look on the back, you can easily jump up to get that balloon. So the cycle on the balloon should be okay. The question is going
hmm
to be those engines. The good news is that they don't have to deal with any watches. The bad news is there will be Artemai and Mercs in play, so the gunner might get pulled off, and the engineers might get pulled off to places they may not want to be. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Of course, on the Mobula, pretty standard loadout. You've got an engineer on each side. And the Junker, of course, you got a pretty standard loadout. Gunner downstairs, and an engineer on each, on fore and aft of the ship. So nothing unusual there.
Teams still waiting to encounter each other. They're seeming to rotate the mounts in opposite directions, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, yeah, this happens on Clash of Blackcliff.
It
Hence,
does.
we return to the scene of the crime.
It
We
looks like Lore's Thoughtslayer is found a place that they're going to sit for a little bit.
okay. Let's
Flounder joining them, maybe.
Yeah, so what they're doing here is they've got their hidey hole. They've got lumber, so lumber of course arcs very well up and down. So they
hmm
have no problem being right there, especially against a team that's not really rocking much in terms of balloon popping. Reborn of course has one Hades on board, and of course the Big Borner has one Hades on board. That's all they have really to knock out balloons. So Lore's Thought Slayer can definitely go low, stay low, and there's no real disadvantage for doing so. So really, Red can abuse balloon potential here. They've got Hydro on the GFA Flying Flounder. That Drogue shoot might be a bit of an issue, though. That might be a wasted slot. However, it looks like teams have found each other. GFA Flying Flounder has been spotted, and they're getting shot up here. Reborn also getting shot up here. Looks like GFA Flying Flounder is going to eat a couple of Hades shots. Yeah, they're going to eat a couple of Hades shots there, mostly landing into the hull, actually. So they're going to be forced to dive down a bit as the Lore's Thought Slayer moving in on the Reborn.
Good call trying to use or they're using their lumberjack to try and take that mercury out of arc.
Yeah, they have successfully popped the balloon of the Reborn. Of course, the good news with the lumberjack is once you pop that balloon, that entire balloon becomes armor as well. So that is a good way to get that merc into the Reborn, or for that matter, any hull stripping ability. So Big Borner, of course, moving in. They've got a Haze moving into the Lore's Thought Slayer, and there's a hull break on the Lore's Thought Slayer. However, no shots go into the perma hull, so they dodge that bullet there. Flying Flounder moving in.
Now the match begins.
Yeah, now the match begins in earnest as GFA Flying Flounder is, oh, that Hades just missing. Now they eat the Hades shots. Now they're eating a full facial of Hades shots. Now they're hull broken. Oh, that's not good. They are hull broken, but not much going into the perma. Not much. Now they do take get that armor back up. Now that balloon is going down, down, down. That's not good. They burned some hydro to get out of that mess. They're down to 80% perma. Maybe let's call it 75. Let's call it 75 here. Lore's Thought Slayer really needs to get those lumbers into somebody, anybody. They need to really get those lumbers in, especially the Reborn. If they can get the Reborn down, of course, Reborn should be taking that Merc and they should be lining that up into the lumber of the Lore's Thought Slayer, because their entire strategy seems to be built off that Lumberjack.
That's what it looks like. It seems like every shot that's come out so far has been going into the Flounder, not the Thought Slayer.
Yeah, and those Mercs are definitely landing into the lumber. Anytime that lumber goes down, oh, wait a minute, Big Borner's been balloon broken. Reborn is almost armor broken here. That's not good. Reborn is getting their Merc camped as well, so it looks like both sides really playing the disable game. And those balloon pops on the Reborn will really help. A hull break on the Reborn. Hull break on the Reborn. Shots going in now. Here's an Artemis right into the Reborn. They're down to about 75%, so both teams trading a Mobula hull break. No real big damage just yet as Big Warner going in very aggressively here.
Mortar, maybe?
Well, they don't have any hull breaks just yet, so not really an opportunity to really use that mortar. However, they might be trying to go under to draw fire away from the Reborn. They might also be... Oh, no, they are not going with that gap mortar side. Not yet, at least. They're trying to get some Hades out. Looks like they might be going for the Thought Slayer here. Looks like they might be going short range on the Thought Slayer. Yes, they are going on the Thought Slayer short range. Gatling with stamina arcs. Here we go. Now the Mobulas are 1v1ing. And the Thought Slayer deciding they're going to rise up here. Big Warner's been balloon broken. This is going to result in a 2v1 here. Lore's Thought Slayer making that Hellhound really come into play here. That's gonna put Reborn in a bad spot. That could give Triple L a 1-0 advantage here. Hull break onto the Reborn. This could be 1-0 here in a hurry. Did Skyborne Rangers make a huge mistake here as Triple L picks up first blood?
Like.
Oh wow, the Big Borner making a mistake, hanging their partner out to dry. Vertical mobility, definitely the advantage going to Red, as Blue not really having much of it themselves. Red definitely bringing it strong with Lore's Thought Slayer. They're going to try to take advantage of it. Blue really needs to do something about that judgment. Unless they can disable and kill the Thought Slayer, or at least disable them, they're going to have some problems as Big Borner got hull broken. They lost a little bit of perma-hull. Now they're ballooned. They're double broken, and those shots going out. There's the kill. 2-0 in favor of Red. And Reborn. Reborn with the snowball. The conveyor belt is on full speed ahead. They're grinding that meat as Reborn in big trouble. It looks like this could be suicide. This could be suicide time right now. This could be suicide time. They get under the Thought Slayer. Reborn looking for a quick rush into the Flying Flounder. They're going to get a disable there. This is about the only thing they can hope for is a trade right now, hoping to get the Flying Flounder. They're right in their faces right now. Right in their faces. GFI Flying Flounder, hull broken right there. They do get hull broken. Can they pay it off, though? Can they pay it off? Reborn now hull broken. They can't advance. Thought Slayer looking for a kiss cam. Thought Slayer looking for a kiss cam.
Thought Slayer.
Yes, it is. However, no, it's not. However, the Reborn dives down. Thought Slayer, gets a mid-air curb stomp on the Reborn. Reborn's hull broken. Thought Slayer mid-air curb stomp again. And will they go down?
One more time.
One more. There it is right there. GFA Flying Flounder picking it up. It is 3-0 in favor of Red.
Big Warner is respawned, but they're not engaging, which is a smart play at this point because the snowball effect would continue otherwise.
Need I remind everybody that Triple L is the defending champions in this tournament here, up 3-0 over Skyborne Rangers. We don't get to say that very often, and my goodness, they are looking to put forth a repeat performance here today with that judgment.
It's not the double flak judgment from last time, though.
No, it is not. It is not the double flak judgment, which provided much content. But it definitely is a very deadly judgment nonetheless, as they have put the Reborn in, or excuse me, not the Reborn, they put the Big Borner in a bad spot, which hung the Reborn out to dry. Reborner, of course, not helping matters with that snowball. They just fed a kill over to Red. It is 3-0 in favor of Triple L as Reborn resets and puts shots out onto the GFA Flying Flounder. However, they really need to be putting shots out onto the Lure's Thought Slayer. That's the deadly ship right there for Blue. That balloon popping for Red is really going to give Blue some problems here. Shots going out onto the Reborn. That Merc just missing. Reborn almost hull broken. Let's look at this from Reborn's perspective here. There it is as we look at the Reborn. Reborn's almost hull broken. Oh, that landed right in the balloon. If that had landed in the hull, that would have been a hull break. Those Mercs just missing. Reborn backing it up, backing it up. Oh, that lands in the hull. Will they get another shot off? Will they get another one? Oh, no, the balloon goes down. Balloon goes down on the Reborn. They'll dive. They will dive, and now they will turn their attention to the Big Borner.
Big Borner getting covered from the mountain, it looks like.
Yes, not too much cover. They got a little bit of cover.
Enough that it turned Red off from going after him.
No, they don't have any cover right now. They are definitely behind, or they're near a mountain, but they don't have that cover just yet. They're deciding, however, Skyborne Rangers going for the Flying Flounder. They got a hull break on them. Will they pick it up? No, not quite. Not quite. They're going to get that armor back up. Flying Flounder, meanwhile, in big trouble. Lure's Thought Slayer forced up in the action. Flying Flounder backing up. We're going to try to keep an eye on the Flying Flounder here. We're going to try to keep an eye on them as they will try to use the Thought Slayer as a bit of a meat shield. At this point, Flying Flounder probably wants to look for cover. Flying Flounder probably wants to look for cover right about now. However, they are moving up. I don't think this is a good call at all here.
I'm not so sure about that because Thought Slayer is going after Big Borner and going after him in a pretty big way. Reborn doesn't really have a shot in Thought Slayer anymore, but they're 1v1ing over in a corner, looks like.
Right, but what I'm saying is Flying Flounder probably should have gone around the mountain the long way to cut off the Big Borner. By going forward into the Reborn, they might have just fed Reborn a kill here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're hull broken. They might have just fed Reborn a kill here. That might have been a mistake, as Big Borner balloon broken once again. Flying Flounder's trying to hang on right now. A bit of a misstep by the Flying Flounder, costing them some perma, definitely. Big Borner now is going to turn the corner, but they are balloon broken, they're hull broken, they're double broken. Thought Slayer looking for the kiss cam. No, they're looking for the curb stomp now. They're going to miss both. No, they will get the curb stomp, driving them into the ground. It is 4-0 in favor of Red. Not looking good for the Skyborne Rangers. However, they do have the Flying Flounder in a bit of a mess here. Flying Flounder down to about 10% perma. Bad news for Reborn, they're in a 1v2, and that carronade is going out right now. That is bad news for the Reborn. That could be GG. Flying Flounder is hull broken. They might get a quick one on the Flying Flounder. They do pick up an honor kill on the Flying Flounder. It is 4-1 now. That might have been an honor kill, though, as Thought Slayer looking to aggressively pick up this kill as they are gently guiding the Reborn to their demise. I am the Grim Reaper. Let me show you the way across the River Styx. Reborn hull broken, balloon in trouble. Carronade's probably going out any second. Those Artemai going out. Oh, they're looking for a curb stomp. They're looking for a curb stomp. They're going to get the curb stomp. Hold that thought as the Big Borner has moved in. We're going to keep an eye, though, on the Reborn. We're going to keep an eye on them right here as the Thought Slayer is looking to line them up. Reborn really looking to turn that corner. However, that's the left side of the Thought Slayer on the Reborn. That's their weak spot. Big Borner moving in to body block, and they have body blocked for the Reborn. Thought Slayer getting over, but there's a hull break. That finally get that mortar in play, does the Big Borner. Meanwhile, the Flying Flounder's back in the picture as Lure's Thought Slayer back in the picture. However, that left side is on the blue side. That's not good. That's not the side you want. The Judgment's blind spot is the left side. Mortar's finally going out. The Reborn, however, is hull broken. Flying Flounder looking to ram them. No, they will not get the ram right there. Big Borner looking to pick up the Thought Slayer. They really need to pick up the Thought Slayer. Flying Flounder looking for a bit of a Tiger Uppercut there. Tiger Uppercut engage as they are trying to drive the Big Borner out of arcs. They do so. Gatling still in play, but the mortar is not. The Reborn's almost dead. Gatling, oh no, the Artemis finishes it up, and Triple L wins 5-1 in this opening round matchup of SCS number 184.
Nicely done.
Nicely done by Triple L, and we will be right back, folks, with more Sunday Community Skirmish number 184 action.